Welcome to week 3 of RSFFL Live. I'm your co-host Robert Harris, and I'll be doing the show today by myself. I want to welcome you guys to our Coaches Cadets headquarters. This is the first time you guys have kind of seen us at our actual headquarters in the offices. We've had a tough week this week. We've basically been living here. We have a big game, so here we are. As we always start the show, we want to start with our sponsors. Youth Passing League, our title sponsor this year. Thank you guys for all the things that you do for the league this year. We have a new sponsor this week, Nike Fuel Band. All right. We kind of added something here to cadets, just to kind of use technology to kind of track how we're doing things. I definitely think it's a great idea for the rest of you guys in the league to do this for your players, to kind of keep in touch of how hard you guys are working, and just to get, always got to have an edge to get better, and that's what we're looking to do with the cadets. I want to thank Minute Maid this week for coming along and being a sponsor with us. Always got to find ways to stay healthy, stay on top of everything. Apple juice, orange juice, cranberry juice, cran-apple, whatever, anything you need. You just got to stay away from those carbonated drinks, guys. And of course, special shout out to the Child's family. The Child's family was a sponsor of the show this week. Just for the shots. There's some guys who are 0 for right now who I'm sure they've had quite a few shots. But I appreciate all the sponsors for coming out this week. And let's get started with our show. As we always start out, we want to always, look at the cellar. Got a couple of guys in the cellar. There's a regular in here. That Aaron Foster Care, a regular from last year. He's back in it again this year. Hopefully for his sake, this is not a regular thing for this season, but he had 91 points, and that's pretty tough not to top the 100-point mark in the new rules that we have this year. And our very vocal team in the league, Ground and Pound, welcome to the cellar. I believe Aaron Foster Care, sending a message out telling him that to join him, and he did. So Aaron, he did a lot of talking last week. He's in the cellar with 100 points even, so he does have $1. All right, let's want to congratulate. We have some high rollers this week who are really getting the job done this season. Houston Hustlers with 155 points. His wide receivers were very big time this week, last week, led by Julio Jones with 39 points, I believe. Jordy Nelson and Victor Cruz right there with them. And the Camp Creek Cartel. These guys are putting together a pretty consistent year thus far. They led the league in points last week with 158 points, going against Jimmy Graham, led by Jimmy Graham's 37. Both weeks he's faced some big-time quarterback performances, but he overcame that this week and had some big performances all across the board. Everybody did their job, and Jimmy went ahead and led them. So congratulations to the Houston Hustlers and the Camp Creek Cartel. There's been some trades this year, some blockbuster you could say, and some, we want to definitely acknowledge those trades, and that's what keeps this league going with the activity that we have. The trend. Wednesday morning, the waiver wire is just crazy. It's just naked. All right, you guys are just all over them, and that's just great. That's what keeps our league great. All the activity. But Camp Creek Cartel and they say who that had a trade last week was Maud Bradshaw for Torrey Smith. And man, at the real trade in the NFL, that Maud Bradshaw's not. It was a great trade last week, but I don't know that if now since Trent Richardson is now with the Colts, but we'll see. Trade there, and then a trade with the Coaches Cadets and the All Aboard, 2 undefeated ball clubs. Michael Vick, number 3 quarterback in the league, and along with Michael Vick, who else was on that trade? All right. It was Michael Vick. I'm sorry, guys. Forgive me. The headlines of the trade were Michael Vick and Dez Bryant. Dez Bryant goes over to the Coaches Cadets. Michael Vick goes over to All Aboard. Let me get that for you guys here, the exact details on that trade. My apologies once again. And while I'm looking up those details, there we go. Michael Vick and Reggie Wayne. That's two big time starters that will be for All Aboard. Went over to All Aboard from the Coaches Cadets, and the Coaches Cadets received Dez Bryant, big time receiver, big time receiver, and also Eddie Lacy. Um, Another trade this week with the Coaches Cadets and Team Wood Paws was what's the running back for the running back. It looks like both of those running backs weren't working out for those organizations, so they just kind of swapped them. I mean, it was just a simple swap of Ryan Matthews went to the Team Wood Paws, and Coach Cadets got David Wilson. There's been some talks. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some more trades coming up really soon, but that's all that's happened up to this point. Like I mentioned earlier, of the 12 teams, we have 4 teams after 2 weeks, only 4 undefeated, and then we have 4 as well that are defeated. Offers is what we like to call them here. Let's look at the offers for a quick second. We got They Say Who Dat, who's accumulated a total of 219 points, and they're 0-2. They have a big matchup this week. We'll talk about it in a second. I don't really know what's going on, but there's a lot of question marks about his draft. Drafting Drew Brees number 3 overall, maybe that hurt his roster. I don't know. Maybe he's had some bad luck, but 219 is not going to get it done. That's about 110 points a week. You're probably going to need at least 130, 140 to win week in, week out here in the RSFFL this season. And also in the Eastern Division, we have Team Wood Paws, barely 201 points. I mean, we all know it's not getting it done. He's been ridiculed a lot, so we really won't get into that this week. But hey, you need to pick it up, son. You need to pick it up. Right now, you're the fucking doormat of the league. All right. And also we have Picasso, baby, man. This guy's been very quiet. He's usually a very respected owner in the league, but he hasn't been saying a lot. 206 points, 0-2. He has a big matchup this week as well. Then Arian Foster here, I think it's a bit of bad luck. He has 254 points, which 125-ish a game should get you a victory. I think he needs to stay on course, but he had a bad week this week. He's looking to get back going, so I really won't say too much about Arian Foster care in a negative way, but they know what they need to do. You got to perform every week. Now let's look at the 4 undefeated teams. The Houston Hustlers. They said it's going to be a new year this year, and they're not saying much. They're just going week in, week out, and kicking class and taking names. They're 2-0 with 333 total points. That gets it done. All right. Got the Coaches Cadets who've won 10 games in a row. We look back at the archives, and that's a league record. 10 in a row, quietly. 10 games in a row. I mean, that's over 2 months of just class kicking, man. But hopefully, we keep it going there. SWAT Kings, great draft, 2-0. SWAT Kings have leading the league in points right now at 341. They're getting it done and all aboard. I mean, they have the most wins in RSFFL history, according to the archives, and they get it done in the regular season, year in, year out. They're just a model franchise here. So now let's look at the rankings really fast, just to see we kind of basically did our own rankings this week. Only a couple of guys sent in rankings, and I feel like it only works when people send them in if at least half the league does it. We took those rankings into consideration. But what we have here, starting at number 5, I want to congratulate the Camp Creek Cartel for making the Rockstar poll for the first time in a long time, if ever, at number 5 with two strong performances. Congratulations, keep it going, sir. All aboard, the number 4 team in the league right now, consistent as ever. I mean, they're quiet, steady, they just get it done. That's just what they do. The Coaches Cadets coming in at number 3 had a subpar week, but they won. It was a big game against a big time opponent, and they got the job done. 2-0 will get you there. SWAT Kings coming in at number 2, leading the league in points. I mean, there's not much you can say there. And the Houston Hustlers, congratulations, man. I mean, you're getting the respect from your peers. You're getting it done on and off the field. I mean, congratulations, Houston Hustlers. Right now, you're the number 1 team in the RSFFL today through 2 weeks in the season. Hopefully you can keep that up. Those are your top 5 Rockstar rankings. And now let's look at this week's matchups. Big matchup starting out is a nice rivalry we have going here. Team Wood Paws and Camp Creek Cartel. It's been said in the media that Camp Creek Cartel said that Team Wood Paws has a 0 chance of winning this week. 0% chance. Now, I mean, if that's not bullying boy material, I don't know what is. Team Will Pauls made a trade this week. I mean, I don't know. At some point, hopefully they can't lose them all. But hey, it could happen. I'm gonna go ahead and go with Camp Creek Cartel here. They got a strong roster. We won't go into it in detail, but I really think Camp Creek is gonna pull it out, and they're gonna keep rising up those rankings. Next matchup we'll take a look at is going to be Ground and Pound and Picasso Baby. Now, Picasso Baby hadn't said much all year, but one thing he did say, Tuesday morning, maybe Monday night, he said upset alert. Upset alert. So those guys, we've talked to them over there in their headquarters. They haven't given up. They're giving it all. They're ready to go, and they think this is the time. This is the week to get everything started, and they think that playing Ground and Pound, their guys are excited, and it should be a big week. Ground and Pound seems as if that he's stupid for thinking that, but we'll see. Only thing, one way to sell it, that's on the football field. Looking at the matchup, it's definitely going to be a good game, but it's going to be tough for Picasso to get things going if can't get his running backs going. With C.J. Spiller, Chris Johnson, and so now for the first time this week, it looks like he's going to go with 3 receivers. Those guys, it's just they're pedestrian in my opinion, but they could have good games. And Ground and Pound hasn't set his roster, but I'm going to go with Ground and Pound here with this matchup, and Picasso's got to show up before they get some respect out of the league office. It's a big matchup here. Lynch Mob versus Arian Foster Care. Can Arian Foster Care get their first win? And Lynch Mob is one of those teams that are quiet. They lost the first week, but they had some pretty strong performances both weeks. They're not going to be any pushover. It looks like they got a couple question marks on the roster. Arian Foster Care, he's going to have to get some production out of those Cowboys and Frank Gore in order to I think it's going to be a really good game. I'm going to go with Arian Foster Care. I think Matt Ryan, I think Foster, I think Demaryius Thomas, Brown. I think Brown's a little upset with his role. I think he's going to have a big game. I think he's going to come out on top here and get his first victory here and get away from that offer. You don't want to be an offer, guys. And then a big game this week, the Houston Hustlers versus the Hen Dog Susie Smackers, and I think Houston's for real. I don't think anybody's questioning whether they're for real or not, but this is definitely a big test for them here. Hen Dog with Aaron Rodgers, Trent Richardson with a new team. Got Wesley Welker, Deshaun Jackson's having a breakout season. Vernon's, is he going to be healthy? I don't know, but man. RG3, Ray. I don't know if Ray Rice is going to be healthy. It's going to be a good game here, man. Just looking at it, it's almost like a toss-up here, but I'm gonna go with. It's tough, man. If Ray Rice plays, I'm gonna have to go with the Houston Hustlers here. If Ray Rice plays, that's gonna be a tough matchup here. And here's another matchup. Here we got All Aboard 2-0 versus They Say Who Dat. Who Dat gonna get off the snide, or is All Aboard gonna keep rolling? Now he has Michael Vick and Reggie. Man, I think All Aboard is. I think that I think the train's moving now, and I think that they're gonna gonna go ahead and run through the regular season. I think they're thinking about the playoffs here. They want to go ahead and wrap. Seems like they're trying to wrap it up quick so they can get ready for these playoffs. Pause. But so yeah, I'm definitely gonna go All Aboard here. But hey, anything can happen. Then the game of the week this week, Coaches Cadets earned another big game this week. That's what we've been basically living in the office versus SWAT Kings, 2 undefeated teams. So at least then this week, there's at least going to be 1 undefeated team, with the 4. It's going to be a big game, man. SWAT Kings has a few injuries. Coaches Cadets had a bad week last week. Can the Cadets bounce back? We'll see. We're very looking forward to it. The Cadets, we respect the SWAT Kings organization and their owner. We think it's going to be, we're focused. We're ready to go. We're going to settle on the field starting tonight, or Thursday, whenever. But guys, good luck this week. We're running out of time here. See you guys next week, man. Good luck unless you're playing the cadets. Take care.